Thanks for staying with us. So reminding us of some of the things she said in her speech. She says, in her maiden speech in the parliament, Badenoch recalls, saying, doing my homework by candlelight because the state electricity board could not provide power, and fetching water in heavy rusty buckets from a borehole a mile away because nationalized water company could not get water out of the taps. Now, that is the experience of all of us. And there are many of us who have also traveled abroad, who have lived, who have gone through the same experience, worked in McDonald's, worked in Burger King, done all the same jobs, and they are doing well in their various fields. Now, she is part of a political party where she gets a platform.
Yeah.
That there are people who are doctors, who are in the financial sector, and they are doing well, and they're not necessarily coming out to the open to say, these are the things, because the truth is that that's the reality. People actually suffered in Nigeria. That's the truth. And you can't tell somebody you didn't have that experience. Now, the question is, were we criticizing her because she's a politician that has a platform to express it, or would we have preferred it if she was a medical doctor, saying it within their own small space in the medical lab and nobody hears about it?
So you say it's things like that to change it. You don't say it to gain. You don't badger it. You know, you don't use it to bargain. You know, okay, now I'm targeting MP.
How is it a bargain, Nima? How is it a bargain? Okay, what you want? I am a conservative. I should be entitled to my conservative views.
So what you want her to do is to have we can't talk about she's entirely using this, you know, appealing to pity. There's something we call in logic and argument, appealing to the popular view. It's almost as if you see that one black chicken inside the group of chicken must say something so the other white chicken gets to accept them. It's a level of brainwashing that shows lack of intellect for me. To look at what God has made you as, question it to that point. You know, the reality of what slavery did is glaring in the UK. It's glaring in the stories from the Second World War. While we're here, if you read history books, it's in the streets, you can see it. The people in the villages now growing, they don't even know that some people were involved in those kind of things. They might not even read to that extent. But we see the pictures, you see it. You go to places, especially in Europe, you see the level of it. You go to America, it's even too wide. You know, and to sit down and a mic is put to you because you want to gain something and you say, I don't support that because they're trying to blackmail you.
Let me pause you. I have a call and hold it for a while. Ade from London.
For my mouth.
Ade, thanks for calling from London. You're alive.
Yeah, good morning, ladies.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
My advice to you is that don't crucify the lady. What she's saying is the truth. I stand by her. Tell me, why can't we find an investigative journalist from Nigeria to come here and record all the property bought by politicians and locked up? Nobody's using it. It's not their money now, it's because it's Nigerian money. I'm here to see and show you like BBC showed it to us about 2 years ago. So she's saying the right thing. My sadness is that people are blaming her. When you are blaming her, the politician will be happy that they are doing the right thing. Let's see it as it is. People are suffering. Why, if they are not suffering, why are we remitting $21 billion to Nigeria every year from diaspora? I mean, what are you talking about? This system is not working. Where is the justice? Microwave system, when things happen to somebody, everybody will talk about it. 1 week after, they forget about it. No justice. What are you talking about? We blame Kemi. She will be our prime minister in 5 years by God's grace. God bless Nigeria.
Because her being prime minister is not something that we are hating.
Yeah.
What we do not like is the level of the public information she's giving about these states that will not leave the minds of certain people. Okay, that's what the damage she's doing.
Okay, so there's a comment here. They said, if Kemi had been in Nigeria, would she have grown politically the way she did in the UK without a godfather? So they are now trying to say that.
Do you believe she doesn't have one?
Of course, every country has godfathers.
Someone says, what Kemi said is true, but she's not supposed to rubbish her country publicly. You can never see other African country indigent rubbish their country outside.
You know, somebody was saying, I was hearing someone was saying that there's so many other wealthy, influential people of various country descent. They're from different countries. We heard about Elon Musk from South Africa. These are people that they still have a strong connection to their various countries. Yeah, you can now say their countries didn't give them those kind of experiences compared to Kemi. Kemi's country, obviously. I lived in the 80s. I understand what she's going through and what she's saying. However, would I use that as a tool? I don't think I would. Now, should I assume it's a tool? I don't think we should. I don't think we should assume she's using it to get political favors. She could be. And she may not just
you
be,
don't
she may
take
just be
Nigeria
a
to
conservative
parliament.
person speaking as a conservative.
We are not a
period.
colony of the British. You don't take us to parliament without really looking for solution, but just because you want to get more popular. Let me take Just Reason. Said Nigeria is such a misnomer. I agree with most of her contents. That's Kemi's speeches, but I'm completely against her using Nigeria's problems as a political cheap point that could only encourage racist stories. And that's what backlash is. When she made the bottom wipers comment, what did you think happened to more Nigerians? We work in that space. Even I know that most Nigerians will have to do that. But you continue to denigrate. People will see your people. Whenever they make it to the UK, they will see them in that light. Those are the kind of jobs they will offer them.
Vinima, do you think that we are who, I'm trying to get the phrase right. We see what we want to see based on who we are, not who she is. Because we are Nigerians, we're likely to behave like that. So we are seeing her behavior through our own eyes, through our own lenses. There's a possibility this girl is just speaking as a conservative, regardless of her skin color.
It can be a bargain because as an immigrant saying these things, she can be the face of the far right who get justified for the views against Africans. What Kemi gets is the PM she wants. She can get this PM just the way Rishi Sunak did it. Okay, there are so many abnormalities happening in India, but it didn't get amplified because Rishi Sunak was aspiring for office.
Olu from Badenoch, thanks for calling. You're live. Also, Sunak was also criticized. Go ahead, you're live.
All right.
I need some volume.
Memory. Chief M.K. Abiola,
yes,
of blessed memory,
yes,
started the issue of reparation for African countries.
Reparation.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I said Chief M.K. Abiola started the issue of reparation to Africans.
Yes.
On the issue of slavery. But yes, the white people treated the blacks badly. But while our forefathers not involved, now, the situation in Nigeria is about corruption. One of the issues Kemi is against is corruption. If you look at Nigeria, the history of corruption in Nigeria from independence to date, over $400 billion have been stolen by individuals who were in government or public service. What are we doing about eradicating corruption in Nigeria? He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. The leaders we elect must come with clean hands. They must be morally upright. But where you have leaders who are corrupt and they are at the helm of affairs, there's no way this country can change for better. Nima can sit down there and blast Kemi for all I care. What is our role towards eradicating corruption in Nigeria? Why do we Nigerians like corrupt leaders? Why do we want them to be in power?
Thank
Why
you.
can't we do something?
Everybody's talking about do something, like magic. There's this magic of this something.
Do something about Nigerian leaders by, going to parliament, arguing against Nigeria. I don't understand. Or using Nigeria to make an argument appealing to the public pity.
Let me take this comment from Engineer Tijani. And it's a bit of a long read, but I think I like us to take it in.
Okay.
It says, no one can change the past, and that's the bitter truth. Kemi Badenoch spoke about the past, and that is fair to her. But the moral question to her is what she has done, is doing, or to do. What? Let me take that. Kemi Badenoch spoke about her past, and that is fair to her. But the moral question to her is what she has done or is doing to ensure that the wrongs of the past are not transferred to the generation of the future. Now, many Nigerians had it rough. They also had it rough too. We cannot continue to live in the past. Life is dynamic, and so should our thinking. Great Britain went through a terrible time before it emerged from the shackles of invaders over 600 years.
Thank you.
Many of us still spoke about Awolowo, Azikiwe, Amadu Bello, Tafawa Balewa, Herbert Macaulay, etc., who were fantastic leaders, and maybe Kemi Badenoch have not read about these people. The best thing is to ignore the negative comments and strive to do what is right for our people so that we can inspire a homegrown generation of solution providers. Some people took the bullet for the UK, and that was why it became a safe and conducive abode for her and many others. How many of the critics of Nigeria are willing to put their neck on the neck for Nigeria? We all want to change, but no one is willing to shoulder the responsibility of this long-awaited change. So I think what I'm hearing so far, we all agree that Nigeria is not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I am 44 years old. She's 44 years old. We came in the same. She was grew up in Surulere. I grew up in Bagada. Same background. She went abroad young. I went abroad at that at a young age. So we all did flip burgers. I flip burgers. I worked just as she did. But I'm not going to use that experience as a tool to get accepted. Now, maybe if I become a party leader in America, I might need it.
Where it's
I might need that too. See, I used to carry, because we all carry that same bucket, that silver, that metal bucket. We all carried it now.
Yes.
I can say I used to carry bucket. I used to do this. I can use that to gain that sympathy. Now, if I do that, does that mean I hate Nigeria? I don't think so. Why would Nigeria think I hate Nigeria because I'm saying that? I'm sharing my experience.
Her country of
because it's still happening.
He said she did only the
Nima, wait, I want to hear you properly. Let me hear Amaka, then I'll come to you.
We the people, let us continue to do better. Let us try individually in our own sphere of influence to keep trying to do better for our country. Let's change the narrative. Let's also change Nigeria. We don't tire say that they bash, no bash. Let us try to make this Nigeria a better place. Since I was a child, Nigeria go better. We don't get old, they go. Let us just try so that we will not be bashing people that are bashing us.
Let me take the next
So Mina says someone is denigrating a whole country, a whole nation, and you're saying she's speaking her truth with truth.
Someone says she's just degrading Nigeria.
There's another one. Samolu says she didn't only denigrate her country of ancestry, she also mocked blacks in the UK and the type of jobs they are doing. There's a longer damage to that for me. We know there's racism. It's not a matter of a question. We know. And we know that when our people go there, there's a certain level of jobs that they will think they are because we have a past of slavery that they deserve. Before they get to the point where, they get the best of them, they will do 10 times more what somebody of a different color would do. So that, for me, is the danger in her narrative that she keeps pushing for political reason. And she's simply doing it for political reason because if she was to change, if her intention were to change things, she would probably come back home and contest for office. She has never attempted office here, and so I don't see her attempting to do anything about what is happening here. Okay. She's simply using it to gain office where she's attempting for office. Simple and short.
Let me take this call from Hassan. I'll come to you. Hassan, thanks for calling.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Nima, my sympathy goes to you. You are defending people that are not ready to help you. You see, the problem in Nigeria is the problem of quality of leadership. And all that you are doing for them will never make them to change their mind, for the country. There's something wrong in her saying the reality. There's the reality of us. You understand? You can be in London, you can be in America. That should not stop you from saying the truth about ourselves. Let our leaders rise up and do the needful. Let us have a generation of mind and do the needful. The rest of independence, Nima. The campaign slogan was, we'll give you water, we'll give you good roads, we'll give you good school, we'll give you everything. Right from independence up to today, they have not changed. And nothing changed. And you are saying people should not talk, they will talk. Allow people to talk to change their mind. Don't see them as a sellout. It's never a sellout. Say it the way it is. Whether you are in Edo, or you are in Lagos, or in America, or in Britain. Say it. These Britons you are seeing, they knew this country more than you do. They discovered us. They colonized us. Even the reparation you are talking about. Look, reparation, we are talking about slavery. Before the transatlantic slavery, there was a slavery here within us going on in this country. Who is going to pay the reparation? Up to tomorrow, slavery is still going on. So forget about it.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
So I heard that sound clearly. Number one, I am not in defense of anybody in government, and that's the mistake you make. I am a Nigerian. I will defend this place first. I'm so Nigerian, I'm afraid if I'm not racist about it, because I don't want to see anybody talk down at an ancestry that I have to win any game. That's one. Number two, I sit on this table every day talking about the problems that you've just highlighted, Hassan, the light, the roads, the everything. Where I live today has progressed far beyond what it was like when I joined the show. because I talk about it, calling out government to change things every day.
Yeah.
You need to live there to give me my flowers, but you don't. So I understand you. Speak about it in places where the changes can come, not in places where it can further damage how we are treated around the world and how we are considered around the world. What Kemi has done has further reduced how a Nigerian or a person of black descent is seen around the world. Whether you like it or not, that's the reality. Read more books and you'll be better for it.
So I have a comment here from Jalil Aziz. He's from England. He says, hello, Murayo. Kemi is another Liz Truss in the making. She'll be disgraced. I have read a lot about her profile. She's being used to distract the black, Asian, and minority and ethnic communities, especially black people who have been asking questions about atrocities committed during the slave time. Black Caribbeans are even still being referred to as Windrush generation. I think we need to read about how to make a slave. So, you know, while I was reading all these things, I remember when I went to Mercer County Community College in New Jersey then, and I was trying to run for the president of the student government, which I became eventually. And I was the first African student to be elected as the president of the student government at the time. And we, of course, we had to do the campaigns and everything. Now, I was fairly new, because I think I was before my accident. But it was like the school saw me as an opportunity to appeal to the African students. So they've never had that. So they pushed that. I remember the lady there, I think her name was something Dixon. I can't remember her name. She was really pushing me to become president. She really wanted, because for her, it was a lift to them to say that, yes, we have a black person who has taken on that position, because it was important for them to have that document in their system to representation of the black community. So for now, imagine if I had that opportunity, and I used that opportunity to make life hard, difficult, or to denigrate the black community in our school, that would have been a problem. I didn't see it as an opportunity, but I saw myself as, I knew they were using me. It was clear, because how do you make me president? I mean, I just came here. In fact, I was like secretary or something. Somebody resigned and suddenly said, no, let her be. And they were pushing me. I was really excited. But eventually I became. So the point is that some are saying that this woman is being used as a, I don't use that, the word in my mind is really, it's not strong enough. They're using her as that person to represent how the deterrence of how they're trying to stop the black community from expressing or demanding what they want concerning the slavery, how they want the issues of slavery to be brought back up, repatriations, and issues of paying back to the Africans and the Caribbeans what has been taken from them. Yeah. So these are areas that the white community are probably trying to stop, and they're using this girl as a, is it bait? Is that the right word to use? I'm not sure. I'm trying to find a way, somebody that you use as, you bring that person, bring her out as the possible prime minister. But either way, my question again, which are yet to be answered, even if all that is true, why are we criticizing her? Isn't she entitled to her perspective, albeit conservative?
Okay, so Nigerians, sorry, Ramatu. Nigerians aspired for offices in Canada. I'm trying to remember, I've been trying to search for the man of Igbo descent. And not a video, not one in public platforms where he spoke and denigrated his country, but he got his office. Nigerians are doing well in parliament. I don't know what they call theirs in Canada. And I've seen names several times. We've seen names of Nigerians who've aspired and gotten political offices outside this country. But why?
Okay, so let's see.
That's something you need to understand.
Then you must call it bad thing.
Okay, so let's see.
Respect. See, in life, as you keep going, you need to respect people's opinion, choices, and people's reasons. Yeah. People might have, you're here making a lot of assumptions about this woman. You don't know her reason. Excuse me. People have different experiences. You don't know her current situation. You don't know why people do the things that they do. And also, people are allowed to change and be corrected depending on what situation. So there's no hard and fast rule to people's expressions, people's opinions. People are allowed to have an opinion, express them, depending on whatever sector or whatever situation they find themselves at that point in time.
When I go on a shop, they're going to come back, we continue. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.